If you have used your CPF savings to finance your HDB flat, you will have to refund to your CPF account the principal CPF amount which you have withdrawn for the HDB flat and the accrued interest which you would have earned if the savings were not taken out from your CPF account.
Are you using your CPF to fully pay off your monthly housing loans? Do you know how the CPF accrued interest can affect you negatively? Recently, we met a HDB seller who bought his flat in Choa Chu Kang 10 years ago, fully paid using his CPF monies at $400,000. Today, he wants to sell. We did his valuation checks and found out that his flat is worth $500,000 today. So he should be earning around $100,000 profit, am I right? Instead, he got the shock of his life when he realized that he's not going to see a single cent of his $100,000 profit. In fact, if he wants to sell today, he has to top up $12,000 cash into his CPF account. So what happened? So that was a real life situation. Let me give you another example now. We have two families who bought two identical houses side by side for the same price of $400,000. Family A paid in full cold hard cash, while family B used 100% of their CPF monies to pay this $400,000. Now, 10 years later, if both families were to sell their houses at the same time, and both their houses are also valued at the same $500,000 value, family A, when they sell their flat, they would be getting $100,000 cash profits. Makes sense, right? Now, here's where it gets a little bit interesting. Because family A has fully paid their house using their CPF from day one, 10 years later, instead of seeing $100,000 cash profits, this $100,000 profit has to go into their CPF accounts because their accrued interest has been running for the past 10 years. So on top of losing this $100,000 from their profits, they would have to fork out an approximate $10,000 to $12,000 from their cash and pay back into the CPF account, into their own CPF accounts. So what happened to family B's $100,000 cash profits? And on top of that, why did they need to pay around $10,000 to $12,000 worth of cash back into their CPF accounts? You must remember, when you take out your monies from your CPF accounts to pay off your housing loans, CPF will charge you accrued interest. This accrued interest is to cover the loss of interest that you would have earned if you left your CPF monies untouched in your ordinary account. Do you know how much CPF accrued interest you would have to pay back if you were to sell your flat today? You can log into your CPF page, click on My Statements, go to section C, click on Property, click on My Public Housing Withdrawal Details. Here, you can see the entire amount of your CPF usage for your housing, from the stamp duties to the legal fees, and you can see how much exactly is the accrued interest you would have to pay back into your CPF accounts if you were to sell your flat today. Generally, most HDB owners today would prefer to pay their housing loans, their monthly housing loans, using their CPF monies. Why? Simply because they won't need to top up cash or pay for their housing in cash. By doing so, this method will haunt most HDB owners in future, especially if prices remain flat or it continues going down, as what we're experiencing in today's market. So be sure to check out your CPF accrued interest statements today. If you're using your CPF monies to fully pay off your monthly loan repayments, you might want to reconsider pumping in some cash into the repayments every single month. Because if you have some balance in your ordinary account over the years, it will really help with your retirement plans. It will greatly help you and your family when you have your next housing plans, whether it's to upgrade or to downgrade. If you need further information, just drop us a note and we'll be more than happy to assist you.